Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin. Before we start tonight's new video, I want to tell you guys about Blue 11. Blue 11 is a social media brand management company. That means they run the social media pages of small businesses, people with multiple pages, and for people who don't have time for social media but needs that social media presence. Blue 11 will also increase your likes, followers, and engagements without the presence of robots. So that's real people who will be running your social media pages. If you know any small businesses who could benefit from Blue 11, there is a $50 referral bonus for you. All you have to do is text Blue 11 to 797979. Again, text Blue 11 to 797979. If you own a small business company and you would like to help a Blue 11 and you want more information, you can head on over to blue11brandmanagement.com. The link is inside the more info box. Thank you guys for watching this and enjoy the rest of the show.
You ain't got your water? My water.
It's all right. What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with another video. I hope that you guys had a great weekend. I had a good weekend to start, but then yesterday it was just one of those days where I just wanted to just lay around and do absolutely nothing. And for most of the day yesterday, I did absolutely nothing. But I did go to a birthday party, so I want to give my friend Daryl a shout out. It was his 35th birthday party.
Happy birthday, Daryl.
Yes, we had a great time. Like, it was really, really nice. The place he went to, the venue was nice. I met some of his family members. They said they met me before, but I don't remember that.
Oh, of course not.
But
of course not.
Shout out to them. And yeah, it was just fun. What the fuck is going on?
They've been shooting.
They're not shooting. It's just, I don't know what's going on.
That's what they're
gunshots. I know gunshots.
I forgot where we are. Of course he does.
Yes.
So what do you think that noise is?
I don't know. It's just stupid shit. People want to be on them motorcycles or them bikes.
That's not a motorcycle.
But listen, that wasn't a gun sound. It sounded like somebody was starting something up. That's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah, starting up a whole lot of nonsense.
Yes.
Where the police is going to be here in a matter of minutes.
So if you're watching us for the first time, please click the subscribe button. To everyone watching, first I want to say thank you to everyone who liked the video, because I think it had like over 1,500 likes. So the video that we uploaded on Thursday. Okay. So I'm asking y'all again to click that like button. Let's try to go for 1,800 this time. We did 15. Let's try 18. And to everyone, leave a comment. Because I noticed that some of y'all watch and don't leave comments, so I want to see if you leave a comment. Even if you say, I'm representing from where you're from, like I'm representing Cali, I'm representing New York, I'm representing England. Shout out to Paris. I know it's a lot going on in Paris with the Notre Dame Cathedral that is burning. And I mean, baby, it is burning that they didn't call it a steeple. What did they call it that collapsed?
The bell? I don't know.
Whatever it was, it kept falling. I mean, it kept falling. They kept showing that part of the fire that it fell, but it's just filled with a whole bunch of fire, and it's an iconic landmark. It's been around since the 1800s, and not the 1800s, for over 800 years, maybe around 850 years. And this is during this fire is happening definitely during a tough time because it's Holy Week. And yesterday was Palm Sunday, and we got Good Thursday and Good Friday, and Sunday is Easter. So something like this happening, and you losing an iconic Catholic structure, it's just horrible. And we were just watching CNN. You can see the people lined up, just looking at the fire. Some was out there singing, and then they had the reporter reporting while they singing. Like, girl, what are you doing? I think that was so. I don't know. I just didn't like seeing it like you standing right. It's like we singing and you standing right here like that. Come on. But other than that, my heart goes out to the Parisians out there who has been affected. And I was just telling Mikkel that, I think that we went to that cathedral, but I didn't.
Not me.
Yeah,
You said we.
No, I said I told you that. Oh, when I say we, me and my sister.
Right.
That.
Clarify.
You know, when I was there.
Because I've never been a parent.
No, you haven't. It's tough to get him out of Philadelphia. My God.
No, it's not.
But
it's tough to get me out of weird Philadelphia with you.
Lies. It was one time, maybe 2 times.
He was saying stuff for getting me out of Philadelphia.
You're not going to talk about it.
I go on a vacation every year. Are you kidding me?
Once a year.
Yeah, but once a year. I mean, I work every year, all year. See, you don't work.
Listen,
I work. So I can't have the luxury of going places all the time.
But I was telling Mikkel, that I think that I've been there, but I didn't appreciate the structure, and that really wasn't what I wanted to see when I was in Paris. So, you know, my sister, she was kind of probably upset with me that I didn't appreciate it. But I think we probably did go inside because it was mass going on when we went. It should be mass every day in a building like that. But I'm sure it has to be mass every day. And they don't keep you long. They don't. No. You go in there and say your prayers, you know, and get out of there. But it's just a tough time. So shout out to the Parisians. And I know, even though a lot has been damaged, you guys will rebuild. And they were saying that the structure of the building is safe. It should be safe. Because they was like, if the bell falls, then it's all over. But the bell didn't fall. So you guys know, yesterday was the premiere of season 8 of Game of Thrones. And a lot of people have been waiting for the return of Game of Thrones since August 2017. Now, I've been waiting for maybe 2-3 months for this to come back on. And as much as I liked it, it took me a couple episodes, not a couple episodes, it took me a couple watches to like this episode. Because after seeing all that I have seen since January, watching all of that, and for it to come back and know that it's 6 episodes, at first it's not giving me what I want.
What you want, right?
You know, I thought I was going to see some battles off the bat. I thought I was going to see the White Walkers, you know, doing their shit, even though we did see something towards the end. He didn't get a chance to finish watching it all. But this episode, it was just basically, I'm alive, bitch. You know, you ain't seen me in a while. We ain't seen each other, but we here. But I must say that it was a scene with Sansa and Tyrion. Yeah, Tyrion. I'm like, I hope it ain't Tyrion. It's Tyrion. And they were talking, and I was just like, she's really survived everybody. Like,
I got to that portion of it. Yeah,
she's been taken here, there, everywhere, and she got out and she's alive. Even with the guy that had the dogs. Oh my God, that was horrible. But she survived all of that, and I realized, like, wow, she, you know, she's sometimes not the sharpest tool, but bitch.
You hit the nail on the head. She's sometimes not the sharpest tool. No,
but hey, she got survival instincts.
Yes, she does.
That's something that she
does.
Has.
Well, because she's pretty, and I think her beauty is what kept her alive as well, especially among the men. Yeah,
and Lord Baelish probably taught her a whole lot because I mean he was in love with her mother, killed her. He did way too much, but she learned from him. I think she learned the most from him. And seeing the dynamics with Sansa and Daenerys, it's going to be on. Like, somebody's going to probably plot to kill each other. Like, because, and Sansa is so jealous of her because she's the queen, and, you know, she's talking to your brother, and you're, like, it's just,
I think it's that beauty thing, too. Yeah. They're both beautiful. Like you said, she's a powerful woman. Daenerys is a powerful woman. I think Sansa has now grown into that. I want to be this powerful woman, and here she is, a powerful woman, and she's beautiful. And
you're in my home.
And you're in my home, and you're well respected. And I agree with you. There's probably a lot of jealousy there.
Yeah, and when she was talking about, well, what do the dragons eat? And she's like, whatever they want, and give her that look like.
But can you imagine feeding dragons like? When she asked, I said, "Yeah, what
and they don't kill sheeps, people. I mean, they really do eat whatever.
You know what's so funny though? Because I was thinking when she was saying, when Sansa was telling them how, because all those people are there, she has to now, you know, all those men, you have to now feed them.
Yeah.
And I started thinking, like, I was like, wow, back in those days, they really, there was no seasoning or nothing like that. They really went out there, killed them rabbits, them squirrels, them deer, and skinned it and cooked it, and then had a big feast. And I can't imagine. But you know, when you don't know what you're missing.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have lorries and all that seasoning and all that stuff, so they didn't know that they was missing that. So they didn't have it. So I guess it was.
I was watching a video, and you know, they was asking white people, what do they eat with their chicken? Like, what do they do to it? And it was like, we just cook it.
Yeah.
Like, we don't do no seasoning. Yeah, and I mean, it was just regular, like.
And you can tell.
Yeah, like I might put salt on it, but. Ain't no other stuff going on.
And you can tell. You can tell. And it's so crazy how black people really take their time. Like, for instance, I was at, yesterday, I went over to my pastor's house and his niece cooked them dinner. And she was in that kitchen. She made fried chicken. I can't remember what else she made because I didn't eat because I had already eaten before I got there. And then she had steamed some shrimps. And the shrimps, Kevin, she had steamed them. She had dipped them in butter and then used some type of seasoning that they had, and she can fry some chicken. I mean, it's just so good. But it's like black people, especially black women, take their time in the kitchen. They pull their hair back and they start going to that cabinet and they start. And I just be watching like, dang, y'all really be, and it just be turning so good. Like I know you feel that way when Nina be cooking.
You're trying it.
No, because Nina can cook. You like her because you're always the first one in the kitchen. You don't like Nina's cooking?
There's nothing wrong with her cooking.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I know you feel that way.
But I don't anticipate like.
No, not anticipating her cooking, but the fact, like for instance, when you know somebody can cook, not anticipating, but when you know somebody can cook, you like, wow, you. Especially if they make something like she. What is her favorite thing? What is her favorite thing that she makes that you like?
I don't know, but
like I love when my mom makes pork chops because my mom does a good job.
I love when my mom used to make that stuff. Like I don't.
And you don't feel like Nina has any dish that you like?
No, I don't feel like. I just be like, oh my God, I need to have this that she makes. Now.
No, not that. But I'm saying like when she does make it, do you ever like if she makes something? Let's say if she fries some chicken, do you like that?
No.
Like, no.
I'm not just shady.
No,
I just don't. I don't. Like I miss that feeling with my mom used to cook.
Oh, so you like your mom's cooking better. Like I'm so happy Easter's coming. This is so bad because I'm happy because I'm going to church and having a good time. But then Easter dinner.
Yes.
Because I'm going over my aunt's house and she cooks and food
is going
to be. And I'm going over another house and I just love
I just look forward to eating turkey and.
Oh, see, I like turkey.
I love turkey. I love turkey. Some corn, some collard greens.
I feel like Thanksgiving can be without turkey. I am a ham fried chicken eater. Baked chicken.
Yeah, and the ham too. Because sometimes if you don't make turkey, you could definitely cook a ham.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Of course.
Fried
chicken, some good fried chicken.
Yeah.
My mom makes this awesome barbecue chicken, like this barbecue baked chicken, where the meat be falling off the bone. Oh,
there ain't nothing like meat when it falls off the bone. Oh my God.
Kevin, she made it for my friend Jamal. Remember my friend Jamal who passed? She had made a big pan for just his mom. I took it over there when he died. I took it over there to their house and they fucked it up and his mom didn't get any of it.
Yeah.
So then
Don't you hate when that happens?
Yes. So then my mom made another pan for her.
Just for her.
And I remember his sister saying, I don't even eat this type of chicken, but it's so good. And I'm like, yeah, my mom puts her foot in that barbecue chicken when she made, Kevin!
Yes.
And the meat just be falling off the bone.
Now see, even though we might find it weird, the stuff that they eat, I do want to try some of it sometime.
I love the fact that, it's interesting because I love the fact that when you watch shows like this, or when you think of back then, you think of the fact how they killed rabbits and squirrels and stuff like that. Now today, we look at rabbits as pets and squirrels, you're like, I wouldn't dare. But back then, that was food.
That was food.
That was food, and that was the shit that they ate. You know what I mean? But it's interesting, and I'm a meat eater. Like, I often think about people who don't eat meat, like vegans and whatnot. But then I say to my, like, we have a deacon at my church, and he's a vegan. He doesn't eat meat at all. And I just be like, wow, like, God bless you, because I smell some good fried chicken. My stomach is
ain't nothing like good fried
chicken. As a matter of fact, when we go to Ocean City, Maryland in July, I'm gonna have somebody make that for our bus. Somebody. I might pay them to and just make it for me.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too. I can't wait till we finish.
So wait, all right. So I'm having thoughts that baby Cersei is not pregnant, and she probably made that shit up because the way she was drinking that wine and when she had sex with that gray jewelry, I say I don't know.
But then you gotta remember too, back then, who knew anything about not drinking wine?
Yeah.
Being pregnant. So.
Yeah, you're right about that. You're absolutely right.
We're talking about back then.
But if he's filling her stomach and, you know, you can't tell, like, something ain't right. And I just hate his, like, she loves how aggressive he is. I hate it. I'm just waiting for somebody to kill him real good. Real good. You are in graduate, yes. It's just, okay, who else? Who else came back? Arya, I don't know what kind of weapon she's going to make, but I'm excited to see what she's going to do with that shit, because she's definitely going to get it made. And Samuel, I felt bad when Daenerys told him, like, I killed your family. Like, he was trying not to break down. But it's like, now, like, bitch, you think you that bitch. Anybody that don't bow to me, I can just tell my dragons to kill. Like, her arrogance is really...
all-time high now.
Yes. But I'm going to tell y'all, I didn't like, and I think I probably told y'all this, I didn't like how she's calling herself like she's the savior for everybody. Like, she's taking people from everywhere and bringing them along with her. And those unsullied people, they look all black to me. And it was like, she was like, I'm y'all queen, or y'all don't have to, it was like, what is going on? Like, I was really upset that ended. And a lot of people didn't agree with me, but that's how I see it, and that's how I'm saying it now. Now I'm in Winterfell. Everybody going to bow down to you. And they, first of all, they're not having it with Jon Snow. They let him know, bitch. Like, when you left, you was the Lord of the North. And now you somebody else? Like, what's going on? So it's going to be, oh my God. First of all, y'all trying to fight these White Walkers, and y'all got fights going on within. Oh, we going to see what's going to go down. And I can't wait. And that,
didn't you say that there's supposed to be another show?
Yes, there's going to be a prequel.
A prequel to Game of Thrones.
The prequel to the Game of Thrones.
Well, I hope so. And I hope it follows the same type of...
Yes.
You know, because, yeah.
Yeah, but Jon Snow definitely knows who he is now. But that's like... They didn't really like...
Knows who he is as far as not being what's the name, son.
Yeah, okay. But it wasn't... It was like one of those... Like one of the last 2 minutes of the show. This is what it is.
Now, I can remind me. Him and Daenerys are what? Cousins?
Aunts.
Daenerys' aunt.
And
that's his girlfriend.
Yeah, now.
Well,
they flying around on dragons and shit. Talking about girls.
Now, she was his mother's sister. His real mother's sister. Or his real father's sister.
I think since it's the Targaryen last name, it could be his father's sister. Or his father is is a brother to her mother or somebody. Because what I'm trying to understand is she is of dragon. Like, she can, if she touches fire, it won't kill her. But her brother wasn't. So remember they poured that metal on top of him. So I don't know, like, which name actually doesn't get burnt by fire. But we're gonna get it together. We all gonna get it together. We all gonna know what's going on and how she's going to take that news that he is really the heir to the Iron Throne.
Because she doesn't know it yet. But
no, he knows it now. But he was shocked when Sam told him, and Brandon's like, you got to tell him. Now is the time. Like,
tell him. I'm tired of it.
And I liked how he cut all that shit out. Like, I heard you were beautiful, and all. He's like, look, we ain't got time for this. They are coming here.
The White Walkers.
White Walkers.
With the blue eyes.
And they're coming up north.
When they're coming up north, they're not even running, they're just walking. Like,
right? How about that? And they don't swim.
They don't what?
Swim.
Well, I mean, hello?
But I know they got that dragon, and I know, that battle between the 2 dragons and that 1 blue dragon, that is going to be a battle. And I can't wait to see it. I can't wait. Blue versus ice. It's like ice versus fire.
Yeah.
And I can't wait. I cannot wait. But yeah, so I wasn't excited when I first watched, and I know it's going probably next week is going to be. The shit is really going to pop off. This week everybody was being nice. The other Greyjoy who turned into Reek, I can't remember his name, Theon. He's going off to Winterfell. He told his sister. He saved his sister. Oh my God, that was the first guts and stuff being. Oh my God, an arrow through the eye, a fucking axe through the forehead. I can't look at that kind of stuff, but all that other fighting stuff I was able to watch. But this one just shocked me because I wasn't expecting that, and I'm trying to cover my eyes seeing it. But I'm just really I'm excited, even though it let me down. I'm excited for what's to come because I done watched it 5 times now. Watched this episode 5 times just to make sure I know what I'm talking about, because I know there's gonna be somebody like, bitch, you ain't see that part, because every time you watch it, you see something new.
I'm just reading that the Game of Thrones prequel is actually set to begin. Okay, they're going to start filming this year, and that it's supposed to be set 5,000 years before.
Oh wow!
This time.
So we won't know none of what the houses. It probably won't even be a house of anything.
What? A house of anything.
Yeah.
And Naomi Watts is supposed to be starring in it. She's the female lead.
Yeah. HBO is getting that money. They said 17 million people watched, and they said they still ain't count everybody. And this is just from watching it on HBO, watching on HBO Go, and HBO Now. So, and they probably got to factor in DVR. They said that's just one day. So the HBO, oh my God.
Yeah, people have been waiting for this.
Yes, they really have.
And my timeline was all about it last night.
I'm just glad that y'all got me on board. I am here, and we only have 5 more weeks together with Game of Thrones.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, and I wonder if they're gonna do I don't know if they're gonna do a movie. Oh my God, it's gonna take weeks to
I don't know
buy.
if they should do a movie. Just leave it the way it is.
Leave it the way it is.
I think this prequel will probably be pretty good from what I'm reading. So.
Yeah, Wendy Williams.
Wendy fucking Williams.
Wendy Williams. Well, we all know that she filed for divorce last week. She served her husband the papers at 6:30 in the morning before the show. Wendy today, it was more of like, oh my God, my business is a part of the business now. How ironic is that? Like, she's like, she didn't say she filed, but she definitely played on a lot of stuff. Like, who has time to be playing with diapers? I know I don't. She brought that up. She brought up that she was in love with Cardi B's bodyguard. She was saying that she's leaving the sober house this week, and that her main concern is her and her son. And you know, she just kept on like little stuff out through all hot topics, basically saying yes, all that shit is true. But, you know, it is what it is. She ain't really talking about it. Like, she talk about somebody else's. But if you done heard that she was getting a divorce, it's all true. And she didn't wear the ring. She wore her wrist bling. I mean, her wrist was blinged out on the show today. And it's just happy to see Wendy in a different space. Like, she was really having fun. And I'm just happy for her. You know, her happiness, and that's for all of us. Our happiness is key, and I feel like that them chains is off now.
It's unfortunate though. Like me and my coworker were talking about it today, and I said I really felt like he was holding her. He was holding her in a bondage, and the fact that she started slipping back into drugs had a lot to do with that. You know what I mean? That shit that he was putting her through. And she's been clean for so long, and then you slip back into that. Like, yeah, you need to be rid of him. Get rid of him, cause he's not. He's not
a looker.
He's not a looker at all. So he said, "You see Kevin under Kevin home."
So it's definitely
he just walked past. Oh, didn't he?
Definitely love was in there.
Yeah.
Like she loved him, but and you know. I think that also.
I mean, neither one of them are lookers, but.
I mean, when Wendy got her makeup on.
Yeah, well, she's made up.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's what they pay them makeup artists and them stylists that big money for.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not going to pay you to make me look like a fucking fool.
And I'm also thinking like maybe because her parents have been together so long, that's probably another reason why she stayed. She probably seen her parents go through a whole lot of arguments, everything. So, you know, one day she will reveal to us what it is. But right now, I'm just happy to see this side. And Wendy, you know, keep going down that road to happiness. And don't look back. Don't look back at all. When you see your son, you might see your husband, but that don't mean you want to get back with him. It might be a reminder not to get back with him. You know, because sometimes it happens that way. But I'm happy for you, Wendy. And we are rooting for you, so please don't fuck it up. Real Housewives of Atlanta came on last night. Horrible. I'm like, when I told y'all that I watched that reunion last week. Okay, these fights.
I love the shadiness, so I
don't. She's so bitter. Like,
Nene, yes, yeah. I mean, no, it's the Nene Leakes show.
And even Andy was getting tired of it.
Yeah,
and it's like she just told you this.
First of all, she's fake. She's fake unbothered. She tries to act like, oh, I'm so unbothered. No, you're bothered.
Yeah.
You're very bothered. That's why you're here acting like you're unbothered.
Yeah. Like, she done changed her looks so many. See, like the stuff that people say about you is why you go out and change yourself.
Yep.
She done changed her nose, changed her face, changed her teeth, changed her body, got implants. It's like she's doing all this to satisfy.
And still look like somebody's donkey from Shrek. With them big teeth.
Yeah. You know, but she's fabulous, she's rich, and like, I want to like Nene again, but I just don't like this side that was on TV. Instead of just like, she talking about, oh, you just doing this to start an argument or for ratings. Like, girl, when you were going, I was okay with you not being on the show. And you seem to, you can forget about them. Like, I forgot about Kenya, forgot about Phaedra, forgot about Sheree at one point. And then you miss them and you want them to come back, and it's like we fall in love with you and we fall out of love with you. This side that we seeing at the reunion, you not talking to nobody and you calling them fake. This shit is fake because we all know once taping start, y'all all gonna be friends again, and it's fucking bullshit. But it's like I wouldn't even want to be friends with you. I wouldn't even want to film with you if you're going to be acting like this over another person that's not even on the show no more. Why are you so bothered by Kenya? Kenya is able to let you do all of this. Really?
And she's not. And Kenya's retarded ass ain't thinking twice about it.
No.
Kenya's probably said, I can't wait to come back on this show so I can torment her ass and terrorize her. Said, you this bothered by me.
Yeah, and all the people that Nene had recommended to get fired, now all of a sudden she wants them to come back. Right. Oh, I wouldn't mind.
Now she don't mind.
Yeah, she don't mind now I'm coming back. Fuck it. You know? And I'm glad that they was telling Nene that, bitch, you think that you think you run your friends all the time, and
you
all
think your
of
shit don't stink.
Yeah, I mean, she clearly don't think that, but I can't wait to get back to the Nene that I love. And then the shit that went on with her and Greg, like, you up there talking like y'all divorced, and couples go through tough times. Greg is always not going to be a nice person, and my mom, like, I can see that through my mom. Like, when you tell people to do what they supposed to do and they know they supposed to do it, they gonna fight you because you telling them the shit that's real and they don't want to do what's right. And this takes me back to an argument that I had with my family, which I'll just say that some people act like they don't want to do stuff, and I'd be like, at this point, I don't even give a fuck. You know, like, it is what it is, but as long as you here, you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do. And without saying my business, it's just like my mom helped take care of my nieces and nephews. So I don't expect no less for y'all to help with my mom too. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm going to say on that situation. But I just don't like seeing Greg and Nene go through that. What Greg needs is a strong support system. No matter how negative he may be, it should not be the downfall of your marriage. And that's what happens with so many people. Something tragic happens and that's the end of their relationship. Oh, he caught cancer came somewhere, or our child passed away, and then the relationship just dies. Like, that's supposed to bring you together, not separate you.
It's tough, but that is what counseling is for. So I hope that Nene and Greg work it out and stop fighting over dumb shit. And Greg, you do what you're supposed to do, and you be here as long as you can. You're already older than Nene. So, no, well, he is.
Yeah, I know, but you're trying.
Yeah. So we don't want to see Nene all widowed early. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, but you're trying.
I don't want to see Greg go. And I was really affected in the beginning of this season by seeing Greg go through that. That's heartbreaking to see. And Greg has always been a positive person, and he never was down with arguing with the girls or anything like that. And the girls, they were there to support you and your husband during this tough time. But you let a bitch named Kenya Moore, whatever her new last name is, come to a party of your friend, and now all of a sudden y'all not friends no more because you didn't know. You need to check yourself. And I'm tired of talking about her. Yeah, I'm tired of talking about her. Like, she ain't even that. She's not the grand dame of Atlanta. Like, she might think she ain't. Done with that. Done with Wendy. Done with Game of Thrones. Tiger Woods. I just want to take this time to say congratulations to Tiger Woods because he won his 5th Masters, and he hasn't won this tournament in 14 years. So that means he was winning them when he was out. But we all know that Tiger Woods had his ups and his downs. He was caught cheating, got beat up by a golf club, by his wife, like his ex-wife. He's been through a whole lot. There was times when he had back surgery and they were thinking that maybe he can never play golf again, and he had lost all his endorsements except for 2, and one is Nike, and they put out a fabulous commercial after he won. Like, Nike always has the best commercials, and even if they don't win, it's something still positive, and I'm glad that they didn't leave him. And them other companies, Tiger, don't ever sign up with them, because they ain't had your back when you was at your worst. Nike's still by you. Even with the car accident, when you took them drugs and stuff, like, Tiger has been through a lot. And, you know, when they say America loves a good comeback story, they do. President Trump, President Obama, everybody, the whole world was watching with Tiger Woods. And even though I don't like Trump all the time, he's going to give Tiger Woods a presidential medal of honor, medal of freedom or medal of honor, to Tiger Woods. And I say take it. It's one of the highest honors you can get from the president. And I say take it. As much as the jackass he is, sometimes he's right.
They have a bunch of them. Presidents, let me say, which I think freedom, the medal of freedom goes to.
Well, you're going to give him a presidential medal. How about that? So that way, if I said it wrong, that's what he's going to get.
You're right. It's the highest civilian award, gold medal award. That was the one that Obama had gave Biden.
Right, yeah, he made him cry. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. And he's going to award him that. That's nice.
Now, Reggie Bush has been on social media tweeting about helping the children of Nipsey Hussle. Now, his heart is in the right place.
Yes, it is.
That what is $100,000 going to do with these children who are already rich? He said to put it in a fund. Now that's fine. But Reggie,
yeah,
again, your heart is in the right place, but that money could go to other children in America who will really need it. Nipsey's children is going to be all right. I mean, you got the whole city of LA and all the celebrity and love. Oh my God, they're going to love him more in London and those children for a long time. They're going to be okay. Even though this is tragic, and you know, I heard that they asked him not to do this, to take it down. He put up a GoFundMe and was raising money. And he made a video with his Kim Kardashian lookalike. And, you know, I just feel like, how about you do your own Reggie Bush Foundation where you raise money and you help children maybe in your community or raise the money for children who really need the money. I feel like your heart is in the right place, but if you are being asked not to do this, why are you continuing to do this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I just feel like, why on earth would you ever give celebrity children that much money for fun, especially when this man and his girlfriend are well off, and not to mention that I'm almost certain in the past 2 weeks that he's been gone, his music streams have skyrocketed. Okay, everybody's listening to Nipsey Hussle now. I keep saying Russell. You know, Nipsey Russell was the 10 man on the Wiz.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody's buying his. So it's like, why would you put $100,000 for the children, these children, when they don't need it? Give, like you said, give it to somebody who needs it. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And I'm glad a lot of people were saying, like, Reggie, what are you doing? Because a lot of people were a little confused by that. Not that you don't want, but it's like, these children don't need.
Yeah.
They don't need. They have it. Their mother's an actress. She's doing her thing. Their father in his death is definitely, they're well taken care of. So why would you do that? Doesn't make sense.
Not at all.
Doesn't make sense at all.
No. But I mean, if I think you should take that time and energy to help people in your community who really need that help, Reggie. Right. That's what I think you should do. If you raise any money from it, that's what you should do. Or maybe you should put your own money towards it and do it, because I'm sure you have the money. Right. And I'm sure.
But why would anybody donate to this?
I don't know.
Why would anybody think and say, no, wait a minute, why would I donate money to Nipsey Hussle's kids when they are well taken care of?
Yeah.
Hey, Reggie, let's try to take this money and send it to children who are not as fortunate as Nipsey Hussle's children. Let's do it that way.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So, Reggie, I feel bad because he's nice looking and all of that stuff, but come on.
And he stays out of, he's very unproblematic.
That's why I think his heart was in the right place.
Yeah, his heart's in the right place, but his brain is somewhere walking down 3rd Drive.
His brain is still a Kardashian. He's trying to think like what's her name?
He's trying to be philanthropic or philanthropic or
but no, not for them.
Yeah, no.
And the people that GoFundMe money, the ones that
and why would anybody in their right mind donate to that? Like, what were those people thinking?
I mean, because everyone loves a feel-good story.
Everybody does love a feel-good story, Kevin, but sometimes you have to use your brain. Like, come on. Like, before I even put in my card information on that GoFundMe, I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. Why would I be donating to his children when they're... That's like...
Oh, I think she was talking about the GoFundMe scam I was about to talk about.
No. Yeah. But that's what she does is... Well, whatever. Why would anybody donate to this? That's like me donating to Jay-Z and Beyonce's children. Why would I ever do that? Yeah. Jay-Z and Beyonce shouldn't be donating to me.
They're great-great-grandchildren.
Yes, so why would I do that?
Yeah. And speaking of Beyonce, this Wednesday is the premiere of Homecoming.
He's Catholic, you know.
Homecoming.
Yes.
Homecoming. And Mikkel and I will be on YouTube. Yes, we will be on YouTube this Wednesday for our sponsors. If you are not a sponsor, please join us today. Because, I mean, the first thing we're going to talk about is the Homecoming. God! Bitch, this is going to be a clip for the end of the year. Homecoming. We're going to discuss it. So please become a member. It's only $4.99 if you would like to join us. And when I hit stop, don't go downstairs because I have to do something.
With me?
Yes.
Well, it better be money. It better involve money you handing to me. Okay? Because don't tell me not to get up downstairs.
So, please, we're gonna talk about it on YouTube first with our sponsors. So we'll be live and you'll get to interact and talk with us this Wednesday about Homecoming. And if you don't have Netflix, come on, everybody got a Netflix account somewhere. It's going to be about $10, $12. It's worth it. Beyonce's on Netflix, and you can watch it anytime you want. Again, it's Homecoming, and it's going to be about the behind the scenes of getting Beyonce's Coachella show together. And I love that Coachella this weekend had the Beyonce pyramid stage there, and people took all kinds of pictures and did all kinds of stuff.
This guy danced in front of it, and it was so awesome.
Yeah, and speaking
that is decent. And yes, as I was looking at the picture, I was like, dang, it looks smaller than what it did.
It actually does. Yes.
I'm like, are they missing some rows or something?
Something, because it's whatever it is. But I'm just glad that Beyonce
did such a fabulous job that they had to take the stage and put it there.
And said, no, we're going, because this is iconic. This is a legendary performance.
Yes.
And what's also amazing is how, as I was looking at the picture of just the pyramid stage, I was saying to myself, I would have fell down those steps, her walking down those steps, because the way it looks like you would miss a step coming down them.
But I mean, it took her years to practice. I mean, or months getting that shit together. She on my Beyonce. Yeah. And speaking of that, right? Over the weekend, I had to post on Instagram that I'm tired of seeing this Ariana Grande and Beyonce comparisons. The only thing that we're going to compare, like vocally, they sang down. Everything else, Beyonce has probably already done. Most of the shit she has already done. And Ariana Grande is not someone that I just need to see dance. I'm not saying she can't dance, but she's not nowhere near Beyonce's level. No. So all this Arichella, all of that.
They're comparing because of the fact that she performed at Coachella.
Yes, and then she's at Coachella and like.
But you can't compare Beyonce's legendary. First of all, she took black HBCUs and brought them to the desert of California.
Yes.
Okay, that is probably and the fact that she had white people, black people, all types of people there rooting on HBCUs, and some of them probably didn't even realize they were rooting on HBCUs. I mean, hello? Who would have ever thought that Beyonce would have did that? Yeah. Who would have ever thought that?
Ariana has a long way to go.
Right.
Beyonce does so much and has done so much in music. And I mean, Ariana's been in this game probably like 7 years, minus the acting stuff. It's nowhere near Beyonce. I've never thought to compare Ariana and Beyonce at all. Like, I see her more like a Mariah Carey type.
I don't even want to do that stretch.
I know, but...
That's a big stretch, too.
Because I feel like... when you think about the dancing, like...
Ariana can sing.
Her vocals definitely on
point. Her vocals are on point. But we're talking about the legend, Mariah Carey. We're talking about Mariah Carey, who's been in this game for nearly 30 years, who's been doing what she's been doing, hits after hits. Them vocals have been unmatched. Remember, in the 90s, you just had two vocal powerhouses, which was Whitney and Mariah. And you still was trying to figure out who sang the better. And it was like you really couldn't really compare because both of them had their different... So if you like churchy, you were going to say Whitney. You know what I mean? If you like that, you were going to say Mariah. But they both sang down. And I don't really... While Ariana Grande can sing, I just am like... I don't want to compare her to Mariah Carey. I just don't. Not Mariah. I feel like nobody is comparable to Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey is a legend.
I think that she got that diva attitude. Yeah, she's on. Believe me, she is on her way. You got people carrying you around. That's Mariah Carey shit.
Yeah, but Mariah Carey, even in her first year,
Mariah Carey wasn't even Mariah Carey.
Yeah, but I'm saying as far as her making these. Mariah Carey's vocals, even in 1990,
Mariah Carey, like
no, I don't feel like she had to lose her mind to become Mariah Carey because Mariah Carey was already a legend.
Like she was doing her thing, but I feel like the Mariah Carey I fell in love with was like during that charm bracelet stuff. This is after
her breakdown.
Right. And that's like everything else I've listened to.
Yeah, but I'm saying her vocal. Well, but her greatest hits are from before the breakdown. What are you talking about?
No, Mariah still had hits up until like 2000.
No, I didn't say she didn't have hits. I said some of her greatest hits are before the breakdown.
Yeah, she did.
Right. So you talking about all that stuff before the breakdown? What are you kidding me?
I wasn't listening to her albums. I only listened to the songs that came on the radio. But I'm saying, as far as Charm Bracelet, yes, everything from Charm Bracelet on, I have listened to, with the exception of probably Glitter.
I think that we, as a society, have to stop comparing these little girls to these legends.
Well, it's not a bad thing.
No,
I definitely
because let me tell you something. There wasn't nobody being compared to Gladys, Patty, Aretha, and all of them because none of them could touch them. And to this day, could nobody be compared to them.
Well, there wasn't no social media, but I'm sure at the bars and at the
Who in the 90s, what singers in the 90s could you even come close to comparing to Aretha Franklin?
From the 90s?
Yeah, like a female singer.
Aretha.
Whitney Houston,
Aretha Franklin. From that time.
No. I agree with you. I feel like Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey could have been a part of the Aretha Patty generation. But I don't think that I would compare their voices to them.
No, and then you could say, because it was definitely battles back in those times. You had what, Salt and Pepper, and who was the other rap group? It was a whole bunch of them.
I'm talking about singers. You talking about rappers?
Singers, okay, Celine Dion and Mariah Carey.
No, I'm saying who? No. You see how people are comparing, for instance, you see how people are comparing people like Normani to Beyonce or Mariah? Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm listening to you.
And comparing Ariana Grande to Mariah.
Yeah.
Got it. That's what I'm talking about. Who in the 90s could you have, not could have been around with Aretha and them, but who could you have compared to them? Nobody. Wasn't nobody comparing those singers in the 90s to Aretha, Patti, and Gladys, because those women in the 60s and 70s were untouchable. Like, you couldn't compare. Now, you could say Celine, Mariah, and Whitney could have been amongst those women, but compare them to any of those women? No, I don't think so.
You still had, I believe you still had the Whitney and Aretha, and then when Destiny's Child was coming up, you always had that comparison with Beyonce and Diana Ross.
Right. But then the more Beyonce evolved, then you started comparing her to like a on stage Tina Turner.
It took a while to go from Beyonce to Diana Ross to Beyonce to Tina Turner.
Right. And who do you think? Took a while. If you could compare one of them, who would you think Beyonce is more like?
Today?
No, I'm saying if you could compare Beyonce to Diana and Tina, who would you say I see more of her and Beyonce did not do?
I'm gonna say solo Beyonce. I'm gonna say Tina Turner, and Destiny's Child Beyonce. I'm gonna say Diana Ross.
Well, I would agree with that because of the whole dynamic of. But I think definitely Tina Turner solo Beyonce.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, it's just I don't know. I definitely, but for me, I definitely see that Ariana and Mariah thing. Now that Normani and Beyonce. You know how they do like, oh well, Normani's copying Beyonce. Well, it reminds me of Beyonce copied everybody. Yeah. I say it's the same fucking thing, but this time Beyonce has been around a generation long enough now to where she is inspiring people, and they're trying to mold their career after her. And I find nothing wrong with it. The thing is though, Normani got a lot of white fans. She don't have a lot of black fans, and I feel like, you know, the support from us definitely got to step up. She got some good songs, but she hasn't caught on with the black people. She's caught on with the white people from the Fifth Harmony fame, but not with the black people. Not as much. So when you see her, and first of all, her body is everything.
Yeah,
oh my God.
And she can sing.
Yeah, she's trying to structure herself.
But see, and I don't have no problem with that, because when I see different clips, and I say to myself, because for the longest time I was saying, stop comparing motherfuckers to my girl, because these bitches ain't touching her. Then I see clips of Normani and I say, she's not touching Beyonce. However, I will say you can tell that she's paying close attention to her.
Yes.
Because she's definitely giving you. She's giving me early Beyonce, when Beyonce first started out as a solo artist, and I'm saying, like, not only is you can tell that she's studying her, but she's paying close attention. And that's what I like about Normani. That you can tell that she's actually a good student, that she's paying close attention to Beyonce. But I mean, why wouldn't you pay attention to Beyonce?
She's Beyonce. She's Beyonce. So I'm
especially if you're going to be an entertainer on stage.
Yeah.
Now, if you're just going to be just a singer, then I would say you have all these other people to. But if you're going to try to be that big entertainer, there's no other female entertainer in Beyonce's generation that's doing what Beyonce does.
Yeah, and Normani needs some more TV appearances. And I hope that this year you're at the BET Awards so we can see something, because that's probably going to be the only place to open. Remember when they just used to have TV shows just to have them and people would perform?
Well, they do. They call them reality shows now. Okay?
Yeah. Did you see what New York did to her face?
Oh, again?
Mikkel.
You know what? She's not happy with herself.
My God.
She's not happy with herself. She's really not.
It's sad.
I haven't seen it, Kevin. I haven't, but she's not happy with herself. I'm going to go looking for it.
It's sad. Because you're like, who is this white chick on my phone?
Oh my God. Are you serious? Let me see.
A black white chick.
Let me see.
I'm so over her. Doing that to herself.
Where's the new picture?
Go to her Instagram.
I don't follow her, so I hope it's not private. What's her
It's
name?
not her. Probably like something like New York, Miss New York or something like that.
Let me type in her name. Maybe it'll come up.
Tiffany Pollard. Yeah, Tiffany Pollard HBIC or some shit. What's going on over here? Oh. Yes.
That's it.
You're right. She looks bad. Horrible. Horrible.
That's a shame. Yep, this is that kind of. Yep.
I shouldn't even say a white chick because she don't even do
no
that
she
justice.
don't look like no white chick. No.
She don't do that justice. Damn, I want another white chick movie to come out. I like that movie. So yeah, we're gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys have a great week. Don't forget, this Wednesday, Mikkel and I will be live for sponsors only, members only. Other than that, you will see us later on this week if you don't see us this Wednesday. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Shout out to everyone watching, and we will see y'all later this week. Peace.